Hello guys, remember me? I'm Orbiter, your Welsh engineer, and welcome back to Kerbal Quest Part 8, Base Flipping and Tylo Crashing. Yes, I decided it's time to start building our bases on one of the moons of Jool. Anyway, first off, I'm going to launch this, and if you don't know what this is, well, you probably don't because I haven't told you. No, this is, one person will know what this is. This is from Tardi-Grade Gamer. He built a probe for me that I could use, and I downloaded it from Kerbal X, his account on there. Perhaps I'll put a link on there, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, so I'm using his probe, and if I can open it up, here you go, yeah, awesome stuff. Now, this probe is supposed to be scanning for viable landing areas, so that's on its way to Jool. But also, at the same time, we're going to be building our bases. I would have put a fairing around those base modules, except that they kept on exploding. Because whenever you put a Kerbal in the base modules, they expand out, and hey, presto, everything exploded, so I had to get rid of the fairing. Anyway, let's get into comments, as we usually do. From Josh Tab 2002, quick question, in or out of the EU? That's a tricky one, because according to the people who want to stay in, and according to the people who want to stay out, get out of the EU, they both say that if we stay in the EU, we get, yeah, I'm checking performance by here, because it seemed a bit laggy, although the physics of the game is awesomely not so laggy anymore, due to the update. Anyway, as I was saying, if we stay in the EU, they're saying that it's going to be doom and gloom. If we go out to the EU, it's going to be doom and gloom. So it's going to be doom and gloom. So I'm going to join the Kerbal Union. Yeah, the KU. There's no easy answer to that. No one's got the future of all that. And yes, I am thrusting towards the planet. I was hoping that, you know, it wouldn't end the atmosphere doing this. This is the by the way, this is the boost towards Jool. So yeah, that's a tricky one, joining in or out of the EU. No one's got the magic wand, no one knows what the future's going to hold. There's good points and there's bad points, and yes, we're in the atmosphere right now, on staying or leaving the EU. Now that's a weird question for a Kerbal Space Program, so I'm going to leave it at that and say I'm undecided at the moment. I'm not going to share the personal thing, because really it's hard to decide from the limited time they have for us. Now, this sort of decision takes a lot longer than what they've given us to decide, really. Honestly, it does. Anyway, now we're arrived at Jool. Let's get into comments. And look at that, we've got Tardi-Grade Gamer, the one who gave us that probe that we're going to land somewhere. We'll show it at the end of the episode, so don't worry. Fiona is the only female. Feeling so bad for her. She said. He's saying this little question. Fiona is the only female? I should have said it like that. Feel so bad for her. Don't. Because I almost crashed her. I think that's the reason you should feel bad for her. I almost crashed her into the ground. Anyway, from Piotrek Androzetsky. Well, I realised that I don't want to return to Kerbin. That's because you can't anyway. I will build and share you a jet that I want on Lathe. Yes, because he wants to go land on Lathe. So yeah, at some point, they're going to be Kerbal swapping him in and out of bases. He wants to be the first one on Lathe. He's the first one to ask. So, you know, he may not be the first only with Kerbal there, but he's going to be, you know, the first of those Kerbals on Lathe, I suppose. Anyway, he said he's going to share a jet. And his last bit of the comment was, add pot manly to your 420 tank odyssey. This, and he put in quotations, this will not be the only jet. So yeah, I look forward to that actually. I'm quite crap at building jets. I wouldn't say I'm terrible. I've got the gist of it now after playing around with it. So yeah, it's not too bad. By the way, I didn't use Jool's moons as a gravity braking for this because I knew we had just enough to go and do this landing. Although I tried it out, I don't think we save as much fuel as I thought we did doing the gravity braking. So that is something I have to look a bit more into. It may be the way that I'd done the maneuvers, that I was high in orbit to adjust around Jool to get the low point, the periapsis, a higher orbit, higher up, and then circleize the orbit, and then get the rendezvous with Vall as we're doing here. Oh yes, I forgot to mention where the base is going to be built. On Vall, of course. And I forgot to mention Kerbal's names that are in this mission. We got Dakaba 112, Jack Palacios Poop City, Gabe M. And we got a few other Kerbals in here. I forgot the names. Damn it. I forgot to write them down. I did have a look through the video and show them on one of the recordings, but I don't think I included it in the final edit. So I'm going to have to stop the video by here and have a look. Who's in here? But first off, let's do the awesome ejector system. And, oh, balls, it's upside down. Sorry, guys. And yeah, obviously the gravity on this moon is a lot less than Jool. Oh yes, one's up the right way up. It did a 360 flip, that's awesome. Anyway, the people that we have on this mission is, let me see, Dakabo 112, Jack Palacios, Poop City, Gabe M, Josh, Malachi, and Saksham. You're going to be there. The new base builders of this system of Vall. Anyway, as we're trying to get these righted up, as I decide to ram it with what was it? This? Oh yes, this is the greenhouse. Yes, we're gonna Malachi and Saksham are gonna ram the ore processing module to try to right it up. Anyway, let's get into another comment from Roman Romy. Love the idea with the two Romans. And the pairing quotations, I am from Germany too. Well, another Germany guy. Awesome stuff. There's loads of Germany people watching this. I never thought about that. And I always wondered, you know, in foreign speaking countries, I'm not being racist or anything, so don't quote me on this. I always wondered how many people speak English, because obviously the most spoken language is not Cantonese, or what is it? Oh, I forget the name of it. This is a Chinese language. Terrible at this. Anyway, yeah, I was wondering how many people speak Welsh. Oh, awesome stuff. I think that was done by Malachi. Awesome stuff, guy. Yeah, Malachi. And he can't trust it because he's weighted down by those struts. So he's going to have to climb back in. Yeah, I could have lowered the landing legs, but no. You're going to have to climb in. Sorry, mate. Anyway, yes. I'm going to build, I'm losing my comments, don't, stop it. Anyway, from Roman Romy, he said, love the idea of the two Romans. Yeah, there's two guys that are named Roman. I've separated them out with a slight different, one of them's got a slightly different name, so yeah. And they're going to be making the Roman Empire. And yes, this is Saksham, who's trying to write that module, but he's pushed it into the lander, so, oh, we're going to have to do something about that. What we're going to do? I don't know. We're going to read another comment. From Shrek, or XXX, Shrek XXX. Lol, you just crashed my wife into Vall. Yeah, so if you're wondering who Fiona is, who's on Vall here at the moment, she's actually on the Vall base Harvest Star in the distance, in the background there. Yes, I crashed her into them, and sorry she's still alive. No, only kidding. But yeah, that's his wife. He asked me to name it Kerbal after her. And I thought about adding her to the Vall base, and so that's why she's landed. And obviously I forgot to take into account how much fuel was required to land that lander, and we ran out as we came down. Anyway, let's get into one more comment, as Saksham is trying his best to write that module up. Perhaps it's all those Kerbals inside that are stopping it, but I couldn't get them out on EVA. I'm gonna have to try something out. He's gonna take a run up, and he's gonna jump, and yeah, oh, balls. Nope, didn't work. Anyway, from Michael Harding, you almost killed me. Lol, smiley face with a tongue out. Sorry, buddy. Oh, there you go, Saksh. Ouch. Hit you on the head there. Anyway, for Everett Dalton, awesome video, just started watching. Just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, and thanks for responding to my other comment. No problem. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting me. Because, I don't know, it's weird. I don't have much time to doing this, but when I do it, I really enjoy commentating over this. And Mostly I answer comments, I suppose. That's thing. Also 360, by the way, that's XM. I think you need a bit more help here. Yeah. So Malachi is going to ram it. Should you move out the way? He's got to brake a bit. He's waiting for the electric charge to recharge fully. And then he's going to use it fully to go full thrust. Ah! Whoops. Did Saksham explode? Obviously not. That was one of the parts on top of the module. And Saksham has just been squashed by the base. Oh, that is mad. That was mad. So yeah, thank you for supporting me. It's it's awesome when people just comment on my videos and I can respond. I'm sorry if I'm a bit lax in responding via text, keyboard thingy, but I've been busy-ish. So, and it's bloody warm in my bedroom when I have to do commentating with this thing. But anyway, from Acorn Elder, this is a long comment. As we get all Kerbals tried to get this up. Yeah, I found out there's a hatch on the side. You could EVA them rather than on the top of the module. And here we go. We got it on his side. I think this is Josh. He's going to try and push her over. And, well, balls. No luck there. Give her another go. Anyway, as I said, from Acorn Elder. I like the fact that my attempt to help you with a name only made it more troublesome. Well, you were close enough, and the last pronunciation, it sounded like you weren't familiar. Oh yeah, and then this goes on for another line. It sounded like they weren't familiar with dropships from what... Oh, he's got it in his side again. Don't let her flip over. Come on, Josh. This is, by the way, this is Josh, and this is from Josh, tab 20,002, and awesome stuff. He did it. All it took was all the Kerbals to get out of it. Anyway, let's get all the Kerbals back in the rovers and on the way to the base. And by the way, that base is named Harvestar. That's the username of Philip, who virtually created this game. This was supposed to be a 2D rocket game. See how far you can launch, but this awesome game was developed by him. His idea. So I thought that was awesome. I had to sort of salute him with milled in a base and almost crashing it into the ground. See. Anyway, he said it sounded like you weren't familiar with dropships. This is from Acorn Elder from Warhammer 40k. So here is an image, and he put an image on there. Looking forward to seeing the solution to dock into your lander on Vall. Nice job not killing her. Looking forward to next video. Well, here it is, the next video. And thank you for looking forward to it. Yeah, I didn't realise what the dropships were. I wasn't sure if they'd parachute down or they just smashed into the ground. Obviously, if you smash into the ground in Kerbal Space Program, it's going to explode, so you're going to have to slow it down, perhaps with retro rockets at the last moment. But every time I tried to do that, it's failed miserably. So I'm not sure if I can do proper dropships. Maybe on Eve, where the atmosphere is thicker. We're stopping here, waiting for the sun to rise up, because I realised it was quite dark. And it doesn't look so good on YouTube when you're in the dark. Anyway, go into a comment as we're waiting for the sun. No one here has said, have you ever thought about using Outer Planets mod in the series? No, I haven't actually, and it's a good idea, except that... well, I've got a lot of stuff to do on Jool, and we've got other planets that we could potentially go to after we've done Jool. So it's no rush. I think once we conquer Jool, we may do something like that. But that's a little while away. Anyway, from Gavin Campbell, hoping you pick me for a mission soon as my laptop died and I can't play KSP anymore. Another great vid, by the way. Loved the landing at the end, very smooth. Yes, everybody's complimenting me on the landing, and here is that base. Only the 2 docking ports survived on this, so I'm going to have to just use those as attachment. And it seems it didn't want to attach, it was too much of an angle. Damn it, I was hoping it would attach at some way. I even tried lowering just the front legs. angling everything up. Even on the base, the landing legs, that didn't work. So no, we'll have to get the other modules to there. Perhaps we can dock it on all of them on the other side, put one long string. We could use it as a sort of like rover then. Rover base, we can go all over the place. Anyway, from Dr. Bone... Oh yeah, sorry Gavin. I don't know if I included you on here. I may have, I can't remember. Unless you ask your name to be something different. I'm going to have to put you on a mission next episode. I'll put that in note now. Anyway, from Dr. Bones Gaming, nice video, Orbiter. Thank you very much. From Neo Desperado, salutations. I have been watching your stuff since Mind the Man, and loved the new series. Keep up the great work. I don't suppose it's not too late for me to try and hop on the colonization train. No, it's not. And... well, come on, do it. And lower down, yes, we connected to the base. And yeah, awesome stuff. They're all connected, that's cool. The base is being built. All we need now is the mining solutions and everything. In fact, that reminds me, I haven't scanned for ore on this moon yet. Or is it this moon? Is it this moon I scanned? Might be, I can't remember. Anyway, from Joseph M. Woo, Dunar! And so the Dunarium begins. Scott Manley Kerbals has hair in him, though. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, by here, I'm messing around. Yeah, here's Josh. This is Josh Tab. Sorry, not Joseph M. Is it? I can't remember. I think this was Josh Tab. Yeah, by here, I'm testing all the stuff that they've added to this mod, to the Kerbal attachment system. Look, play! That's mad. It would be awesome if you could add your own music to that. So here we go. Music play. Anyway, yeah, I've landed people on Dunar if you didn't watch the last episode, so it's going to be cool finding out how we're going to rescue them. I haven't included them in this episode because, well, we've got a base to build here. Can't do it all in one go. Anyway, from Jake McLaren. Can you build a base on Moho? Yes, I can. That'll take a lot more Delta V than building a base on Vall or any of the other moons of Jool. But I will get to that at some point. I've still got a lot to do. So, got Jool, Dunar, and yeah, a lot to do. From Total Nutter, another great video, loving the series. Would love to have a Kerbal named after me, no problem. You send me off to do something totally nuts. And I love your Nutter inside Intel sort of logo. Anyway, from Christian Orter. I tried getting to Jool, but when I error break my craft blew up. Did I do something wrong? Well, that's a good question because aero braking on Jool is extremely difficult. You have to get atmosphere height correct, you have to get enough shielding and stuff, and make sure you get into orbit. It doesn't take much effort to get into orbit as long as you are close to the planet, but not too low. It's a lot difficult, especially if a rocket flips out like mine did. Anyway, from... whoops, the Qatar's gone. Sorry, Jeb. Anyway, from Addison Answorth. Hello, I would enjoy being as a Kerbal being on the SSTV pyramid on Duna. It was one of the eggs. Maybe a ring base around the pyramid. I think that would work cool. That sounds cool, actually. Oh, by the way, I'm getting Tardi-Grade Gamer. And who was the other one? I forgot his name. Now I remember, it was Monkey Taylor. Yes, Tardi-Grade and Monkey Taylor. I left enough space on this base for them. Anyway, let's get into a few more comments, otherwise we're gonna run out of time. From from Unbounded Birch Gaming. Could you tell me how to use Delta V maps? I always look at them and see I need this much fuel to get here, but then I can't barely make it into orbit. That's hard because if you're inefficient and get into orbit, and trust me, I'm not the most efficient in to get in orbit. I always use a lot more Delta V than I suppose I should do. So yes, those Delta V maps are, assume that they're for professionals, and I suggest that you get you're getting into orbit the best you can. And now we switched on to Tardi-Grade Gamer's Space Probe Lander Investigation Tool system. And yes, we're approaching Jool. You can just see it coming into the distance very slowly, and then we speed up. Anyway, from there's human. Perfect landing. Laughing smiley face with an X for the eyes. I know. Make a renegade base. That turns to piracy. To stay alive. And now the Jool outposts are in danger. And need someone to protect them. I don't think that's going to be me. I'm going to crash all the Kerbals into the surface. Just watch this probe and you'll get what I'm meaning. Yeah, if you haven't seen There's Human, he's put a video up in there. Watch the ending of that video. I think is a tutorial on how to get into orbit, but watch the end of it if that's the only thing you watch. Awesome ending on that. And yes, I know I didn't leave enough Delta V for landing on this, but I thought we're going to crash it anyway, so might as well crash it. Anyway, from we get this from Jarbahan. Hey operator, I'm not likely to comment very often anymore. I don't really have anything much to contribute. Great job keeping up the great work and so forth. So don't take my disappearance of comments as an actual disappearance. I'll be watching. Yeah, sounds ominous. I'll be watching. Yeah. Well, that's no problems. It's you know, sometimes I don't comment on people's videos. In the past, I was very bad at that. I'd watch people's videos, like and whatnot, but never used to comment. Until, well, I hardly ever comment anyway now. Just people I really enjoy and find cool. Or something, I don't know. I've never been one for commenting. Anyway, there's 2 more comments and we'll crash this probe. From the Small Terrier. Very interested to hear about the Delta V savings. I have to work that out. And from Aaron Hendricks. You're the boss, man. Thank you. Anyway, guys, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. I'm more bitter. Trust me, I'm an engineer. And I just missed my altitude in that yet. Anyway, guys, thanks for enjoying.